Okay, let's look at the Game Awards now. Once again, I haven't looked at any of this, so this should be interesting to see. And also, oh, I gotta sign in to vote. That's disappointing. Anyway, let's see. Bet eSport team. I got nothing. Next. I literally got nothing on that. Bet eSport coat. Once again, I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing. Bet eSport team. People with masses, because safety. Oh my god, bet eSport. Jesus, there was a lot of eSport stuff in this. Okay. Once again, if it not like Evo style like fighting game, I got nothing. I got nothing. Okay, here we go. Bet eSport game. What we got? Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, Global Offensive, Dota 2, League of Legends, Valorant. I don't know. Cause like my gut and me is just like, it's gonna be probably like maybe League. Let's go League. I think it's gonna be League because I have no ground to stand on here, but they did release that Netflix animation, so I'm gonna go popular vote. Gonna vote that because Netflix. Here we go. Most anticipated game. Elden Ring. I think we know who's going to win. God of War Horizon Forbidden West. The sequel to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild or Starfield. Yeah, it obviously going to be Elden Ring. Especially after all the previews and everything. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, these would probably be up there, but I feel like the Soul community and in general, the people that, you know, already a zip for, you know, from software, like, yeah, absolutely Elden Ring gonna win most anticipated game. That debut game, the All 4K, The Forgotten City, I can never remember how to pronounce that. That one obviously gonna be Valhalla, or Valheim, I mean, sorry. Valheim gonna win that, 'cause once again, that is, like, that is like a phenomenon. So yeah, that's gonna win that. Because I would say probably second bet might be Can I? Mainly just because I know it did get a decent amount of play from the people who played it. Mainly because of the animation stuff. But at the same time, we are talking popular vote here. So Valheim going to win, with once again Valheim absolutely deserve it, and hopefully Valheim continue being as good as it is, because man, there's any and early assets, and like I haven't been this approving of early assets since the release of Minecraft originally. Because man, any and early asset that is worth your money, any as it is right now. Let's see, content creator of the year. I work in content creation chat, and I guarantee you, I'm not gonna know any of these people. What we got? We got Dreams, View, some other people I have no idea. What do these people only do? I am sensing from his fancy headset, he probably an eSport person, right? And she is probably some eSport player or promotion of like 100 Thieves or something. He looked like he is an announcer. And then this dude, I have no idea who he is, but Dream, I know nothing of Dream beyond, like, I remember seeing, like, random people talking about Dream, like, high success this year. So I have a feeling it's gonna be Dream. I think Dream's gonna win that. Because I don't know any of the other people, and, you know, if I hear about somebody, and if I don't know what they do, I feel like popular why they were healed, because, you know, it take a lot to get to me, and if I can heal something, then, you know, probably they're gonna win. Let's see, bet multiplayer game, Back 4 Blood, Knockout City, It Take Two, Monster Hunter Wise, New War, or Valheim. Oh, okay. So Knockout City, I don't think that's gonna happen, because Knockout City seemed like it was one of them cases of like, I feel like the people who played it liked it, but at the same time, I feel like not much is known, like, outside of that. Because the thing to keep in mind here, since this is voting, so this is just straight up popularity of, you know, who might be looking at it. I feel like Back 4 Blood is interesting because it was, or is, a very good sequel to Left 4 Dead. any of it did have a few shortcomings here and there, and a few things that is annoying. But I feel like they're gonna truly go one of two ways. I feel like either gonna be Take-Two or Monster Hunter. Because I feel like on one hand, the more, what is it? Hang on, chat. Yeah. Oh God. I feel like the snobs in the room is gonna, you know, vote for it Take-Two, or they are not gonna vote for it, and they're just gonna vote for Monster Hunter. But it would give an excuse for our boy who made it Take-Two to announce maybe a new game. Let's be honest. Actually, it might be too early. We might be too early to see what his next game is. What? It probably will be nice, but to be realistic, I feel like Valheim and Monster Hunter are going to be the two that going to be the true fight here, but Monster Hunter are going to win. Like, absolutely, Monster Hunter are going to win. Yeah, Joe, remember the nomination is done by press, and then people voted for it. So I would say I wouldn't say the Game Awards is a joke. I would say people who play video games are a joke. You know. Because just remember, like at this point, you blame the press for nominating, and then you blame the video game player for voting for Last of Us. So, but either way, I'd say Monster Hunter gonna win that category. Bet Wasting Slap board game. What do we got? Oh, we got F1, FIFA. Hi, FIFA. I feel like we are grappling at straws here. You know, just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. I am a joke. Hey, how you doing, Bank? How are you doing tonight? Did you vote for Last of Us 2? Man, Last of Us 2. Ugh. Every time I think about Last of Us 2, it's like, man, that game would have been so good if we just didn't have Ellie. We would just killed Ellie. And the whole game would have been, you know, the other character. It would have been so much better. Anyway. Let's see. We got Forza Horizon 5, which is a given. Hot Wheel Unleashed. Hot Wheel Unleashed is interesting because I know a lot of like more naughtier style arcade racer. I know a lot of them people actually really like Hot Wheel, but at the same time, it's like Forza though. Like, you know, like I would say that probably would be like a quote second though, but I don't think you're gonna win. And in a core Wider Republic, I feel like this is going to be another one of the cases where, like... Because the thing I feel like here is since the voting going to be open for what? Like another, like, week and a half, 2 weeks? And especially, not only because Forza Horizon is fantastic, but also with it having, what was it? Like 8 million players or something like that? Something insane? Like, just popularity-wise, Forza would win, obviously. But I kind of feel like the hierarchy here will probably be like Forza, Hot Wheel, Wider Republic, F1, and FIFA be very last because, yeah. Wasn't FIFA, or was that just Madden that they were, it probably were both now thinking about it, wasn't it? Because I'm pretty sure it was the FIFA, the one where they were doing with a game from like 2 years ago, and it just literally just change some players around on a team and change some stats or pretend like they did and then we leak the same game again. Like literally, not any like hypothetical or like in a mocking way. Like they literally just copy and paste everything. And they have done it for like the last like 2 years. Oh, no, Neville. I need to go back and look and see what was nominated altogether last year for that. But, you know, I thought like Last of Us were concerned. What was Last of Us going against? I don't remember what they were going against last year. But either way, Forza gonna win that one. Alright, Bet Sim Slat Strategy Game. So what do we have? Oh, yeah, that wanted to give him. But anyway, Age of Empire 4, once again, this is going to fall into the same camp. Like, it's not going to be enough people and outlets. Yeah, I guess enough to get nominated, obviously, because we don't get a lot of strategy game. But I think that is way too niche. Evil Genius 2 is in that camp of like, if you coming from like what? Only like late dots, only FP days. That might be your thing. Mankind, I feel like Mankind kind of just came out and people forgot about it. But, like, I feel like the two real competition here are going to be Encryption and Microsoft Flight Simulator. Well, I feel like Flight Simulator probably would have won if it wasn't for this. Because I feel like with this, like, well, Flight Simulator is great, but I have heard many people talk about, like, this being like the game of the year right now, and with how much hype is around it. So in the popularity contest, I think Encryption is going to win absolutely for best strategy game. Best family game. Oh, I don't even think we gotta pretend here. Like, hey, at night to see it Take Two here. See, the problem is with it, like Take Two is in a funky camp, chat. Well, as we look at it, like Mario Party Superstar, Pokemon Snap, Mario 3D World, Battle of Fury, and Wario is like this is the odd thing. Like, these games are actual family friendly. Well, It Take Two is like in the case of, you know, like Hup and Wipe, whatever, like actual relationships, families. I feel like we'll lean more toward It Take Two. Well, this is outside of It Take Two, we are right back into the, you know, the Nintendo award here. But I feel like they're gonna be broken into two categories. Either gonna be Mario Party or gonna be Pokemon Snap. I feel like the majority of people probably have moved on for Mario or Pokemon Snap at that point, especially since, you know, Pearl and Diamond are out now. And supposedly, from everything I have heard, it seems like everybody thoroughly enjoying Mario Party. Like, to my knowledge, I've been hearing people like talking about like this is like the best Mario Party in the last like 15 years. So let's be honest, Mario gonna win this. I think Mario Party gonna win. Yeah, I would say probably yeah. Like, Mario 3D will probably be a close second. Because I feel like this is probably going to be like, if honestly looking at that list, I feel like it will go Mario, Mario 3D World, Pokemon Snap, Wario Well, and then It Take Two. Just because, like I said, It Take Two is, you know, I don't feel like that in the same type of family game as, you know, the rest of these are going. And also, I know It Take Two sold fairly well, but I don't know if it's sold to a point that it's gonna win a popular vote at all. I don't think that's gonna happen. Because I feel like It Take Two is gonna be like most of the game that is made by that dude. You know, it's gonna be like, you know, in that camp of like cult classics. You know, between It Take Two, Blood or Tale of Two Sons, and A Way Out. Like, all of them games are fantastic and probably some of the best games of each generation, but yeah, they're gonna be looked back at more like if you played them, you know, type games. All right, best fighting games. Oh, I don't know why my head went to Hades L. Any of we all know are gonna win. Anyway, we got Demon Slayer, Kata no Yaba stuff. So we got that. We got Guilty Gear Tribe. Melty Blood. Wait, Melty Blood actually came out? I did not realize Melty Blood actually came out. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Now, people always forgot about that, I feel, especially with the DC one happening. Virtual Fight Ultimate. They're gonna go to Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear gonna win that. Like, Guilty Gear was way big that time around. Like, Tribe, I feel like Tribe is like out of all of these. Like, don't get me wrong, my own soft heart here would be Virtual Fighter. But with that being said, though, and like Guilty Gear Tribe, I feel like Guilty Gear have hit like have hit the big three in a lot of ways. You know, or big four. I get technically big four. Well, like, I feel like we did Guilty Gear is finally in the same camp of, like, you know, as, like as of, like, Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, like, Brawl or like that type of stuff, you know, actually, and I get another one would have been, like, Dragon Ball Z Fighters. Like, I feel like it broke through into, like, the mainstream outside of the fighting community, where the rest of these... I feel like the rest of these will fall more into, like, the Nickelodeon crowd, the anime crowd, or, like, this more, like, hardcore fighting game community. Well, Tribe did both. So, I think Tribe gonna win that one, like, hand down. Best role-playing game! See, chat, I just see what we're talking about earlier of the whole Cyberpunk thing. Because Cyberpunk came out after the Game Awards, so, of course, it'd be nominated, you know. Wyatt Hill? I don't know. I honestly... I feel like we in the camp right now of, like, they needed to have a certain number of bet role-playing games, and they couldn't think of any, chat. That's what it feels like. For like watching live, that's what it feels like. Because, you know, we got all set up, of course, you know, not only Cyberpunk, we got Monster Hunter, we got Scarlet Nexus, which I feel like that might be stretching a little bit. I'm saying that a role-playing game. Shin Megami and Tales of Arise. Obviously, the two fight here are going to be Arise and Monster Hunter. I think Monster Hunter still going to win. It's going to be really, really close. It's going to be, like, it can go technically either way. But I feel like... Because I feel like, obviously, Arise is the actual, like, JRPG pick. Obviously. Like, between... Because, like, Shin Megami, that fall into that same camp we were talking about earlier about Horizon. I don't feel like... Like, that game is, like, Persona is still so much bigger. You know, Persona was a spin-off of this. Because this is, like, the original game of Persona. But at the same time, I don't feel like the number of people, you know, would have played it. Well, obviously, Cyberpunk is still on everybody's shit list. Golden Nexus, maybe, but I don't feel like the anime crowds are going to be strong enough for it to get anywhere on Game Pass. And then Shin Megami, I feel like too niche, and Tales of Arise is like... I feel like Tales of Arise is in that camp the same as about Stride, where, like, in that point where you're starting to peak through to become one of the big boys of RPGs. Any of Tales have been around as long as, you know, any other RPG like Final Fantasy or Shin Megami, like... But, I still feel like on the casual level, I still feel like Monster Hunter is going to win. Especially more so with Monster Hunter coming to PC. Here in the next couple months. There might be some hype here. Like I said, the only way they're going to be, like, I could see it going to Wise would be if a Wise gets it, because Monster Hunter will then get, like, Game of the Year next year. Or get nominated again next year when the PC port comes out. Yeah, this is hard. Like, my gut wants to say Monster Hunter, but my hope say a Wise. So, I'm gonna say Tails. I think Tails will win. I think Tails will win, but Monster Hunter will be close. Will they be, like, so close they're gonna be, like, calling for Wii counts up in here. But, we will see. Anyway, bet action adventure game. Oh, this is simple. I only see two competition here, chat. So, we got Monster Hunter, Jesus. We got Marvel Galaxy, or Guardians of the Galaxy, sorry, chat. Metroid Dread, Psychonaut 2, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Resident Evil Village. I think the true fight gonna be here is gonna be between Ratchet & Clank and Metroid Dread. And I think Metroid Dread gonna win. Like, cause I feel like Guardians of the Galaxy, I feel like the popular vote not gonna be there really. Because I know a lot of people still got that little bit of a tinkle on it from the last mobile game from Square Enix. Any, you know, everything I have hoarded, like, no, this is actually good. To the point that I'm thinking about playing it at some point soon. And I'm not a mobile person, but I feel like we still got too much of a tinkle here. Metroid Dread sold extremely well. And I know a lot of new fans have come in on Dread. And in Psychonaut 2, I feel like Psychonaut 2, I know more people play Psychonaut 2 mainly thanks to Game Pass. I still feel like Psychonaut is still like too niche right now. Like, it's nice it got nominated for something, but I don't think the demographic for the Game Awards, I don't think gonna vote for it. Watching Clank kind of fall into that camp of, I feel like it could be like net second, but the problem is with that, it just, you know, with it being on a platform that, you know, only a couple million people actually can play, and then anymore in a warehouse. I don't feel like the voting power would end it. Well, you just have people voting who've been watching Clank fan forever. But I don't think it's enough to turn tail. When No Evil is interesting, because on one hand, I feel like it could maybe get a little traction. I don't think you can get traction here, because I think Dread's gonna win. But and then especially since it's been a couple months, and you know, more people have been able to rethink, you know, When No Evil, and then not counting, you know, the whole realization that, you know, Lady Dimitri wasn't like a main villain by any means. If anything, she was more like a tutorial villain. So yeah, if we get like Bet New Keltor and she had nominated, I think she will win, but I don't think it's gonna win here. I think it's gonna be Metroid Dread. That action game. Here we go. This is gonna be interesting. So we got Back 4 Blood, Chivalry 2, Deathloop, Far Cry 6, Returnal. I think Far Cry gonna win. Cause not only do I think they're gonna win, but they will also give a cue for the Breaking Bad dude to show up and, you know, give a, you know, a speech, and hopefully he won't go into a Hitler monologue like he have done in the past. And then on top of that, like Jeff Keighley, and already we know for a fact Jeff Keighley is buddy enough elite with his agents, and they did get him on what was it, the opening night live stuff. So he like obviously around to do nomination. And then I feel like out of these, because like Back 4 Blood is great, but once again, I feel like that one of them camps, a camp of like, you Left 4 Dead, you love it. If you're not Left 4 Dead, you don't care. And it's been so long since Left 4 Dead, I feel like that little cattle. Chivalry 2, I feel like that is like more in like the PC realm. And I feel maybe this is me just doing horrible statements here. I'm gonna come back and bite an app for saying that, but I feel like Chivalry is like more like, I know it came out on console, but I feel like it always kind of leaned more PC. And I feel like most PC snobs who would be like into Chivalry probably wouldn't give two shits about the Game Awards, because they are too busy, well, playing Chivalry or playing something else. So I don't think Chivalry gonna get it. Deathloop, I don't think gonna get it, mainly because no matter how good Deathloop is, I feel like the majority of people who played Deathloop didn't get what they wanted in the end. Because literally all the complaint people have given about Deathloop seemed like people did not realize it was a roguelike stealth game. And I think because of that, like I said, I freaking love Deathloop, but then yeah, I knew what we were getting into. But I feel like a lot of people didn't, so in between like a sour taste, so I don't think it's gonna win. Well, Far Cry, I feel like Far Cry might be the winner here, mainly just because it came out on all platforms. It had the Breaking Bad dude. Also, to my understanding, like it seemed like there seemed to be fairly return to form for Far Cry after, you know, 4 and 5. And also, it seemed like a lot of people have played it. It's have become like a lot of people open world game of this generation. So I feel like Far Cry gonna win that. Well, Returnal on the other hand, like Returnal fall into the same camp of like Ratchet and Clank. Like the people who played it loves it, and I honestly can't wait to play it, especially for Halloween, hopefully next year if we can get a PS5 by then. But I don't think the player base is there for Returnal. Not to overthrow like Far Cry. I would like Shinigami more. Yeah, because Shinigami technically was like what more? Well, Persona was more like inner character driven. Shinigami was more like depressing horror type. And also Shinigami is way older, so you know. It also have a lot more to go with. Let's see. Bet VR game. Oh god, I saw this and my mind instantly went to like, oh my god, is that Among Us again? But no, we good. But hey, here we go. We finally got Hitman. Hitman finally got nominated for something. But Bet VR and AR game. Hitman, I Bet You to Die. Lone Echo 2. Wait, that actually got a sequel? Left 4 Dead 4, Sniper Elite. I think Red New York 4 gonna win it. Like, the only way Red New York 4 not gonna win it if the majority of people like no through Facebook. But let's be honest, people who protect company don't always keep no war, especially if they release something they like. So like, cause see, this is the interesting thing. Well, like Hitman will be exclusive to PlayStation VRs, and then Resident Evil is new and exclusive to a headset that, you know, is not a vibe or index. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like Resident Evil 4 is just gonna win just because it's RE4. And, you know, kind of like how the PlayStation VR was, it like, you know, technically, the headset not that offensive. What is it, like $299, I think, which is cheap, all things considered for headsets. So I'm gonna say RE4 gonna win. Oh, here we go. Sponsor Award. Innovative in accessibility. What game was it we played like recently that was insane? Like on accessibility. What game was that, chat? Like I played a game on the series that like recently that I went and I looked at the setting and it was just like, oh my god, it just like so many settings. I don't remember what it was though. It's not listed here, I know that. So we got ourselves Far Cry 6, Forza Horizon, Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy, Ratchet and Clank, and Valve's Shadow of the Crown. I don't even know what this is. I have no idea what this is, so obviously I don't think that's gonna win, or maybe I missed something here. Cause what did Guardian do? I know Guardian did the whole live streaming thing, but I don't know what else. But I feel like they're probably gonna go to Forza again. Cause I feel like there's once again gonna be a fight between like Forza and Far Cry, right? Cause I feel like I remember hearing people talk a lot about Far Cry 1. But I think once again, just by numbers alone, they're probably gonna go to Forza. This is gonna be the second award it's going to win. What we got? Best community support. Chat, do we any need to guess on this? Just saying. Once again, PSO not up in here, but then again, this year I'm not gonna complain. Last year I complained about how PSO wasn't nominated. This year, I'm not gonna complain this year. But anyway, Apex Legend, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, or No Man's Sky. Final Fantasy, absolutely gonna be Final Fantasy. Because not only do you have the Shadow Bangle hype, not only do you have the director crying on a live stream, and like, everything for bet community support is like Final Fantasy 14 is leaps and bounds better than any other game right now. And then you throw the popularity of the new expansion on top of that, Final Fantasy is just gonna just dump over every game in that list. Like without any trying. So this is gonna be Final Fantasy 14. Bet mobile game by Verizon. What we have here? We got Fantasia. Isn't that the new game? Genshin Impact, Legend, League of Legends, Wild Rift. Is that the card game? Is it a card game? Future Revolution for mobile and Pokemon Unite. There's gonna be Pokemon Unite. Pokemon. Cause I would like, cause I know people talk highly of mobile, but it feels like I feel like Unite is way too strong. Genshin Impact. I feel like Genshin Impact. Didn't they like have a fluffle like recently with the fan base? And oh, this is a Midwalker game. Never mind. I don't know why I was thinking it's the Neo game. I need to look into that. This is one of them games I need to look into because I love Midwalker. And I'm still sad they only make mobile games now. But that is a tangent onto its own now. But I say Pokemon gonna win just because I know a lot of people love Pokemon Unite. So absolutely Pokemon win that one. Bet indie game. Oh, here we go. This is nope, never mind. This is not interesting at all anymore. Because we got 12-minute, Debt Door, Equipshore, Kina, and Loop Hero. We all know Equipshore gonna win. Like, absolutely, they're gonna win. Without a shadow of doubt. That's another one that not even funny. It was going so good till we seen Equiption and now. Oh well. Bet ongoing. Apex Legend, Final Fantasy, Fortnite, Genshin Impact, Call of Duty. Hey, we got rid of one other game out of this. It's gonna be Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy gonna win that. Like, this is Final Fantasy versus Call of Duty, but at the same time with everything happening with Activision right now, Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy gonna win. Absolutely gonna win. Gaming for Impact. Here we go. Before Your Eye, Boyfriend Dungeon, Colorful Tales, Life is Strange, No Longer Home. This is the interesting thing, because if we look at what could be counted as semi-mainstream, the two here will be called Boyfriend Dungeon and Life is Strange. But I don't feel like Colorful Tales might. Colorful Tales, I feel like had a lot of like promotion during like E3 stuff and like indie showcases and stuff. But like the other two is like, I feel like since I haven't really heard of them, well, there's some super diehard fan, which it could be. I don't think it will be them. Because on one hand, Boyfriend Dungeon, I know that got picked up by a lot of like YouTubers and Twitch people. And Life is Strange is kind of similar, but that also because I think when they were actually doing like, doing like promotion, like paid promotion stuff. I feel like Life is Strange probably just gonna win, just because they're like, I feel like that is a little more well known. Because any of you didn't play like Life is Strange True Quarter, I feel like Life is Strange like a way more known, game or series. Yeah, Final Fantasy for sure. Yeah, Final Fantasy gonna win everything it's nominated for. Like, hand down, Final Fantasy winning everything. Bet performance. Here we go. This is the one I'm interested in. So we got also Life is Strange 2 Quarters, Far Cry 6, Deathloop, Resident Evil Village, at Lady Dimitrex. Okay, there are Dimitrex. And then Deathloop. This is the thing. I said that when I was playing Deathloop. I said, if either character, especially the main character, because I lean more main character, for Deathloop, like the one thing for me throughout everything in Deathloop that stood out was the writing and the banter of the two main characters. And they all both nominated here. Because on one hand, I feel like people are going to cop out and they're going to pick the dude from Far Cry. Or they're going to horny cop out and pick Demetrius. Well, I feel like the better option would be either one of these. I'm hoping, like, in my gut, I'm hoping the main character will win from Deathloop. Just because, like, he especially was fantastic. Like, she was fantastic too. But I feel like he was fantastic and she was fantastic because of the way she played off of him. Well, he, like, all around was fantastic. So, I hope he wins. Like I said, either one of them I'd be happy with. But I hope he wins, though. But I just feel like we're going to have a cop-out between Far Cry and horniness. I am happy they nominated. Because I said in my playthrough they wasn't nominated, I was going to why it. So at least I got that. But I'm hoping he win, though. But if she win, I will equally be as happy. So come on. Come on, everybody watching it. Vote for my dude here. He deserves it. Bet audio design. Oh, man. Oh, I feel like this is hard. Because, like, Deathloop, Forza, Watching Quaint, Window Evil, Returnal. See, this is a problem. This is, like, a problem for me guessing. That a cop-out, though? Oh, God. Are we making a peanut joke bank of everybody being horny for Demetrix and cop-out? I'm going to shut up now and get back to the rewards. Anyway, yeah, this is a hard one. Because Watching Quaint, I haven't watched much of beyond, like, the stuff in the trailer. Because it literally, like, between this and Returnal, it fall into the same camp. It, like, I absolutely know, like, as soon as I get a PS5, they all some the fourth camp I'm going to get my hands on. It's going to be Demon Soul. That's probably how they're going to go. We're going to go Demon Soul, Returnal, and then Ratchet and Clank. If I get all three of them and a PS5, that is, like, my order of, like, hypeness. So I don't have much opinion on D2 since, like I said, I haven't actually watched much of it. So like audio design wise, I wouldn't be able to pick up on it. Deathloop, I feel like its strong suit is mainly the voice acting. And I don't think there's a technically counting in voice acting, isn't it? Window Evil, I get Window Evil is not bad. I feel like Forza and Window Evil, like, probably where the fight is here. Forza had a kick-ass soundtrack. That is true. I feel like they're gonna go to Window Evil. This is probably gonna go to Window Evil. Just because with it being more, like, don't get me wrong, with nowhere near leaning towards, like, scariness as 7 was, it still kind of leaned there, and some of the sound effect was fairly good with, like, the lichens and whatnot. So, yeah, they're probably going to be with Window Evil 7 going to win. But, then again, Forza, like, as a popular vote here, is, you know, how many millions horny versus, like, 8 million playing Forza. Like, they honestly, to be totally honest here, there could be one of them awards where if Forza Horizon 5 supposedly not nominated for Game of the Year, it could possibly win everything else it is in. Like, every category nominated for, it could maybe win. So, I feel like Window Evil 8 gonna win, but I'd be totally okay if Forza win. Let's see, Beck, Gore, and Music. Speaking of that, we got ourselves a Wonderful Escape, Cyberpunk, Deathloop, Guardians of the Galaxy, Neil Replicant. My gut want to go Neil, personally. I personally want to go Neil, because Neil music is fantastic. Like, one of the strongest points of that game. Cause like I feel like when we start getting into like what Cyberpunk and Marvel, it's starting to get into more licensed stuff. Which, you know, if that your jam, like might be more up your alley. Cause Deathloop, I know Deathloop had like 1 or 2 songs, but I don't think the soundtrack is strong enough for Deathloop for me to, at least for me anyway, to be like, you know, once I hear it, be like 2, 3 notes in, be like, yes, that. I don't think it's that strong. Well, Neil Replicant is. The Awful Escape is like, that game I feel like might have a chance, maybe. Because the thing to keep in mind here is like, we still got to deal with it being a popularity contest since, you know, people online are voting that part of the award show. Because I know this game is like designed around music, and that means a lot of music in this. So it's technically the music game of the category. But yeah, I feel like Neil. I think there's gonna be the one award that Neil going to win because man, like some of the music in that when you hear is like freaking like goosebumps style like music. The power of Bono or Toronto, exactly. Like that's the reason I'm saying when we were probably gonna win, both are gonna be at second place. Because, you know, bonus. But yeah, my final thing is going to be, I'm going to say Neil. I hope Neil win. Bet art direction. Oh, here we go. So we got all set. Pretty much a very similar category here. Let's see. The Awful Escape, a Deathloop, a Kina, Psychonaut, and Ratchet & Clank. I feel like this is going to be the fight between Psychonauts and Kina. I feel like this is going to be more than likely. I have a feeling Psychonaut going to win mainly because it was on Game Pass. Because since this is bet art direction, and then since Kina was made by a studio who mainly known for doing like CG animation stuff. Because this is the 4th time I made a video game. Up to that point, they were mainly just like a animation house for like movies and, you know, TV shows. So they obviously, like, the biggest thing about there, like, they had the chops for art direction. But at the same time, it, like, I feel like Psychonauts is a little more accessible, especially now with Game Pass. And also, the whole point of Psychonauts is, you know, art direction, it kind of the point of it with it, you know, being hopping into people's head. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take Psychonaut. I think Psychonaut gonna win this. Bet narrative. Oh, this is hard. So we got also Deathloop, It Take-Two, A Life is Strange, Marvel or Guardian of the Galaxy, or Psychonauts. Yo, how you doing, Chill Please? How you doing today, my dude? Well, welcome. Yeah, we put to be in Final Fantasy right now, but we're taking a little detour down the Game Awards, but we'll get back to Final Fantasy in a moment. But how you doing, my dude? Welcome, welcome. So bet narratives. Deathloop, Take-Two, Life is Strange, Marvel, or Psychonaut. I feel like this is gonna be the one where Take-Two gonna take it. Because Guardian of the Galaxy might be the net one, but at the same time, I still feel like Guardian of the Galaxy got some think on it. Well, It Take-Two is literally like the point of like the developer literally telling stories through not only story but character and gameplay. And also, once again, it would be cute for him to get up and, you know, say fuck the Octo again and then announce his next game. So I think It Take-Two gonna win that one. I feel like this could be the only category you're probably gonna win, but I say It Take-Two. Bet game direction. This is another one that kind of hard because we get into funky territory. Like we got Thinkiness on Deathloop after the fact. It Take-Two will probably win the LAT award, so I don't think it's gonna win this award. Any if it probably should, since wasn't the biggest thing about It Take-Two just how much variety was in it. Returnal, I don't think gonna win because once again, you know, player base. Psychonauts, I don't know. Like, who knows? Actually thinking about it. There might be another one for It Take-Two. Since game direction and narration stuff are like, well, pretty much the strong suit of It Take-Two. It's gonna be interesting to see if it's popular enough to win, though. So I'm gonna say It Take-Two again. Why not? Let's go with my gut. Game of the Year. Wow. Wow, It Take-Two made it to all the way to Game of the Year. So, you know, looking at that and seeing how much It Take-Two have been nominated, It Take-Two might actually win a crap ton of awards, not in the Game Awards, but like in other areas from other outlets. Because, man, there's a lot of heavy-hitting nominations for it. But for Game of the Year, I feel like it's gonna be Metroid Dread. I really think it's gonna be Metroid Dread. Like, it's gonna be Metroid or Red No Evil. Because I can say personally for me, Red No Evil 8 or Red No Evil Village was technically my Game of the Year up to the factory. From the factory onward, knocked it down. No longer my Game of the Year. But man, that like up to the factory though is like Jesus, it's really great. It like probably like honestly, Village would probably be like in my top 5 favorite Red No Evils. Like I said, it probably would be a little higher if it wasn't for the factory onwards, but yeah. Because I feel like the 3 fights here is, we got Metroid Dread, because Metroid Dread is, you know, have been such a big impact. Red No Evil is great. I would maybe say Ratchet and Clank, because Ratchet and Clank games are always, like, mind-blowingly, like, fantastic. And then on top of that, Tornado being, like, the main... Like, this generation being, like, the flagship of this generation. Not just PlayStation, just in general, this generation. At least for now, anyway. But once again, I don't know if you're going to have the numbers. So I feel like they can be Red No Evil and Metroid. And I feel like Red No Evil going to win. Like, sitting here dwelling on it. I think Red No Evil is going to win Game of the Year. Because any with the whole disappointment for a lot of people with Demetrius being just pretty much a tutorial villain. I think it hold enough weight where you're going to win Game of the Year. I'm putting my bet. Like, Metroid Dread, like, I feel like it could be either one, but I'm still leaning like more Red No Evil. If it's not Red No Evil, it will be Metroid. Like, it no ifs, ands, or buts here. So yeah, also, you know, if if we find out that if Wedgie doing another nominee for like Game of the Year, actually I guess he wouldn't do it because they always do the orchestra, never mind. But if Wedgie gonna be there, you know, maybe some other one for Metroid will win, but yeah, I'm gonna go Red No Evil. Red No Evil gonna win Game of the Year. I'm calling it.